Let's talk growing your own seedlings versus buying from the store. The benefits, the pros and cons. As somebody that grows a lot of food and a lot of starts, I absolutely think that there are definitely benefits and definitely reasons why you should and shouldn't grow your or start your own seedlings or buy from the store. It really comes down to time, space available, opportunities, like everything in life, varieties. There's so many different things. For example, let's just get started. Do you have the time to take care of them? It definitely takes some time. You got to seed them, which it probably takes the most time is seeding them. Then you have to water them every day, every couple of days, depending on how big your trays are. Do you have the space? Do you have a greenhouse or somewhere in your house where you can do it? Do you have the equipment? Now, granted, if you're going to be doing this for a long time, years in advance, it might be worth investing in the equipment. Do you have the like, is it going to be a pain in the sense of like a water source? Like, is your water all the way on the other side of your yard? You got to bring these pails, everything like that gets really old really quickly. However, on a different note is cost. Like, I was in Home Depot yesterday because I bought a couple seedlings, and I'll tell you why in a second. And I saw a tomato plant for $20. That's crazy because you could buy a pack of seeds for like 3 online, and a pack of seeds is like 25 to 50, depending on where you're buying from, seeds, which you could grow like for $20. You could grow like 300 tomato plants. Now, granted, you're paying for convenience, but $20 is crazy. However, you can find sales and good opportunities where, like, for example, I saw this is a pepper, but I saw tomato plants for like $2.50. That's actually a pretty decent deal. Now, again, it's not as cheap as growing your own, but for all the different aspects of it, it might be worth it. Other reasons, for example, is why I bought this rosemary, is your plants died. For example, my rosemary died last year. I had a whole bunch of rosemary. It didn't last the winter. And rosemary is very, very difficult to grow from seed. I've tried. I failed. It's very difficult. So for the $2.50 for this thing, for $20, for $15, by the end of the season, I'll have more rosemary than I could ever use in a year. And rosemary is kind of expensive. So if you think about it, personally, what I would recommend, if I could just make any suggestion, is I think the best bang for the buck for buying seedlings versus growing your own is the plants that produce a lot are worth the money, in the sense of, like, if you're buying a seedling of a broccoli, you only get one harvest for that. Now, granted, it's still relatively cheaper than the store. However, you get multiple harvests from peppers or from tomatoes or from herbs. All those things, you get multiple harvests. Excuse me. Allergy seasons are crazy. You get multiple harvests from them, so they will continue to produce. It's not like you're just getting one harvest. So if you had to choose, I would recommend choosing one of two things: things that produce a large harvest, or varieties that you can access, or, I guess, a third, ones that are very, very difficult to seed yourself. Again, like rosemary. So that's my recommendations: pros versus cons of buying seedlings versus growing your own.